Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Marshall Variety channel. It's Jake back here with another solo video. It's been quite a while since I've done a solo video, and this is a very exciting one. We were foreshadowing this a little bit in my mother's last video if you read the description, so I really hope you guys enjoy this. I'm so excited to talk about this little haul with you. Again, it's a haul. We should call this the Marshall Haul-In channel, really, shouldn't we? Because we basically should at this point, shouldn't we?
Yes, you are.
I'm probably going to do a playlist and put all the hauls together, to be honest, guys, because then you can just watch them flow into each other and you don't have to keep clicking on new videos every time, because I find that's really useful when I'm watching YouTube content. So let us know if you would like me to do that. I would be more than happy to. I'll also put all the makeup content together, all my mother's lifestyle content together into separate playlists. I think that'd be really nice for the channel. But anyway, so as you all know, I love Jeffree Star and I love Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I love the makeup, and so far I've only really delved into the lippies and the lip scrubs, which I absolutely love. Best lippies on the market, I think, and I'd say probably my favourite lip scrub as well. I would say the Lush ones are still really good. Do highly recommend those. But I do think these ones are better. You do get more product than the Lush ones, and I do think, well, the taste is comparable, I would say. But I do think these scrubby lips a little bit more. They're a little bit softer afterwards, I would say. You don't get as much residue in your beard either. If you're a bearded man like myself. Of course, a lot of you are not going to have that problem unless you don't shave your face.
I always have it.
Oops. But yes, the new Jawbreaker collection just dropped, and for once I was there for a drop on that day. I didn't start work till about 1 o'clock, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy something from this collection, and I was paid the day it came out. I was like, this is meant to be, this is for me, and you all know I love to spend money, because I am the complete opposite of frugal. I don't think I'll ever have a frugal bone in my body, and I'm completely okay with that. Whatever, that's me, and I've learned to embrace that, unlike some.
What were you trying to say?
I wonder.
I'm saying, you should me, you'd follow.
No, what I mean is you can't accept the fact that I'm not frugal.
Oh, right, no, because I don't want her to be like me.
Yeah, when in reality, I follow her to an absolute T, because she's exactly the same. What you all don't know is that all she does is spend. Oops. Spilling the tea on the Marshall Variety channel today. But anyway, it turns out that it didn't drop at 10 AM Pacific Standard Time on Beauty Bay, and I didn't think about that, and then I realised afterwards, oh yeah, it's probably not going to be out yet, and it dropped about 6 o'clock, I think it was, when I got in from work. It was just after I got in from work, and I went on about 7 o'clock, and it was still on there. I had a massive panic, and I was like, oh my god, what if it's sold out? And it turns out there was still some on there yesterday, so it's not too bad. It doesn't sell out as quick on Beauty Bay like it does on his website, thank God.
It might not be as popular though because it's so bright. You know, I'm not saying it is
of
popular,
course,
but
yeah.
as popular as is like the blood, is it blood sugar and things like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
More neutral palette type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'd have already sold out on his website, but Beauty Bay and Beautylish still got something in sale. Well, that's kind of a spoiler for what I actually bought, but I think you all knew what I was going to buy anyway. So, the first thing I went for was the Jawbreaker eyeshadow palette. So I've never bought a Jeffree eyeshadow palette before. I've always craved and wanted blood sugar because I don't really have any good red eyeshadows, and I love the colour red. It's my favourite colour, and I do really like it on the eyes. My mother does too. She looks gorgeous in a red eye. We used to wear this really nice red eyeshadow, we still do, from the Soph Revolution palette, and mix it with silver, and it looked beautiful. So to get that palette with reds would be really nice, and I definitely am going to get that in the future. But I love the colour story of this because it's a pure rainbow palette. There are a few nude colours in there, and there are some nice approachable shimmers as well. But this is a palette made for playing with colour. This is a Pride Month palette through and through. So obviously if you're not into playing with colour, if you're not into putting a pop of colour somewhere, then this is definitely not going to be for you, and it's not cheap either. £54 this worked out as. I think it's worth it because I love the packaging, as you'll see in a sec. I love the colour story. I love the mirror in there. I think it's one of the nicest mirrors I've seen on a palette. But when I opened it, she loved 17 out of 24 shades. So I was like, well, you don't hate it that much, do you?
I wouldn't buy it though.
No, you wouldn't buy or use it, but you do like it. So yeah, the Jawbreaker palette. I absolutely love the colour story in this, and I was so impressed by it that I decided to get this first. I would like to get Blue Blood as well, but blue is not my colour when it comes to playing with eyeshadows. So even though I will, of course, play with blue, I would prefer to choose like this or Blood Sugar over that. So let's shut my damn mouth and show you what's inside the palette. So here's the top, 2 Jeffree Star logos on either side, the beautiful Jawbreaker print. I love the print of this. You can see my setup, oi oi. And here is the colour story. Yes, yes, absolutely love it. Now, where to even begin? There's so many ways I can go with this. I love this metallic yellow / gold in the corner, the metallic orange. I'll swatch that one in a minute. Oh, Metallic red, beautiful. Metallic purple, I think this one is beautiful. Cherry wet, and I love the lippy of that as well. I think the blue is beautiful. It's swatched gorgeous as well. This purple is one of my standout shades, definitely one of my favourites. I love the 3 colours up here, the sunset colours, and this red here, licorice. I swatched that and I was so impressed with how it swatched for a red, because vegan formula reds are so hard, because this is a cruelty-free and vegan brand, for all of you who want to know. And for how it swatched, I was really, really impressed. This metallic colour here, this pink metallic, what's that called? Snack, absolutely love it. I love this colour here as well. I can't tell you what it's called because even though we're not monetized yet, demonetized, it is F-U, star, F-U-C-K. And I love the fact that he had the balls to call a shade that. I think that's great, like it's hilarious. I love the metallic pink cotton candy in the corner here. There's a variety of finishes in this. Most of them are really, really soft, smooth, buttery mattes. There are a couple of like more chunky, glittery ones, and there are a few which are just straight shimmers as well. I think this colour here, Jawbreaker, which is the namesake of the collection, will be a beautiful highlighter, and I'm definitely thinking about grabbing my highlighter brush in there and seeing how that swatches and plays on the face. Definitely exciting times for me. So the way this is going to work, this is a 2-part video. Part 1 is going to be this is going to be the haul and the discussion, and then part 2 is going to be a playtime video, and it's going to be a really long one as always. This one's going to be a lot shorter, thank God. But I'm going to play with this. I'm going to do a really, really intense eye look, use as many colours as I possibly can, and really, really go in on it. And so yeah, that's the palette. I think we should do some swatches. I'm not going to do a full all 24 shades. There are 24 shades, it's £54. I'm just going to swatch some of the hits from the palette. I was really impressed with how 99% of them swatched. There was one that was a little bit like pale, but it is a very pale colour, so I feel like if you blended it out, it would probably look really, really nice, really faded, but obviously it didn't swatch as like a really, really pigmented colour. So let's do some swatching. So we'll go with, I think first we'll do the pink bubblegum. Oops. Swatches are hard, guys. Yes. Such a pretty colour. And of course, what's nice about the colours in this as well is they're not all eyeshadows. Some of them are pressed pigments, and the way you need to work with pressed pigments is to basically, a pressed pigment is the type of thing where getting the real colour to look as it should with eyeshadow would require to use like animal testing products and things like that. So then they use dyes in the product. So then instead of being able to just wash the colour on, you have to like build the colour on, then blend it out, and then you end up looking beautiful. That's what I did with my recent look on Facebook and Instagram with the 3 colour winged out crease. I built up the colours first, then blended it out. But as you can see, when I put more of the colour on top and then blend it out, you get a gorgeous finish. And I really, really like this kind of thing. Not every eyeshadow has to go on so ridiculously pigmented, because I find a lot of the time then it's hard to blend and it's hard to know what to do with it. I feel like some of Anastasia's palettes can really, really shock you at first because they're so ridiculously pigmented. You're like, oh my God, I don't know how to work with this. Thankfully, most of them, excluding one, we all know about that one, actually blend really well and go on really nice. But they're definitely overwhelming when it comes to pigment, I'll tell you that. So next we'll go with, I think we'll go with the bright pastel orange shade Suck. Yes, I love that. It almost verges on a red. It's such a pretty colour. Then we're going to go into the matte true red shade Licorice. I was so impressed with this when I swatched this yesterday. Like, look at that. That is beautiful. What a red. So impressed. And what I really, really like about these as well is they don't feel scratchy, they don't feel dry. They feel really, really soft, really buttery. And that's one of the things that everyone always says on the videos when they talk about his eyeshadows. So I was like, oh, well, let's see for myself if they are as buttery and as smooth as everyone says they are. And I'm here to report, they are. But of course, how they're going to play on the eyes, we don't know. So that's all I want to swatch from the first row. And let's do some hits from the second row. Let's do F-U-C-K. I'm going to be swatching with the thumb now, so this is a bit more difficult. F-U-C-K. So this is a true coral. Yes. As you can see, the pigment is right there, and it also fades and blends out so nice. You don't really have to put a lot of work into making it look faded, which is nice. Let's do some wiping over the fingers. Don't know how to make that sound so dramatic, but hey, it's me, drama king, no, drama queen of the century. And the pigments are so strong, they're still there. Yeah, that's definitely also something to be wary of when you use like the reds and the things that have the dyes in them, the pressed pigments. There is a possibility that you can get a little bit of staining on your eyes. So if you don't like that, I don't think you should invest in palettes that have pressed pigments. But the majority of palettes these days, the BH ones that I really like, some of the Anastasia ones, a lot of the Anastasia ones actually, have pressed pigments in them because it's impossible to do vegan formula eyeshadows that are as pigmented as if you did them as pressed pigments. So it's no danger to you unless you have really, really sensitive eyes and it falls out into your eye, which is never going to happen. But a lot of people don't mind staining. It doesn't bother me, but just letting you all know because everybody should know about that. Next, we'll do that gorgeous lilac shade. I think this is my favourite colour, my favourite matte colour from the palette. This is called Gumdrop. Oh, did I tell you what they were all called? Yeah, I did, didn't I? So this is Gumdrop. This is a true lilac matte, and look at that. That is gorgeous. I absolutely love that. And swatch is so true to colour, so pretty. Absolutely love it. Next, we'll do the first metallic shades. We'll do Snack. So this is a super unique colour. So this it's like a frosty base, but a ton of pink pigment in it. And this is right up my street because you all know there are two metallic pinks in this, and I love metallic pinks, but the majority of the time when I put metallic pinks on my eye, they don't translate as metallic pink. They just translate as like a white or like a strong shimmer, and that's it. Like some of the Jack and Hill Morphe ones. That's why I didn't use the pinks in that palette very often. But yes, here is Snack. Oh, look at that. Yes. Oh, so good. Next, we're going to do the metallic shade Jawbreaker. So this is a really icy, shimmery gold colour. So I feel like everyone's going to enjoy this type of colour, especially to put it in your inner corner with any look you could possibly want to do. I'm going to use this colour tomorrow. Oh, yes, so good. Well, it's good. You get such good one swipe coverage from them. There's the best way to see them in the light like that, because that's how they would look in real life. But you can also go on again if you want and really build it up and get a beaming glow. Just, I love it. Absolutely love it. So that's all I'm going to show from the second row. I love the stamp in the pans too, like the Jeffree Star logo. Of course, you're going to lose the stamp over time, as with any pigment in any palette, but we may have to swap arms in a minute because I'm running out of space. But next we're going to do, I think we're going to do all the metallics in the palette, to be honest, because there were only 2, 4, 6, 7 metallics out of 24, so I may as well show you them all, and a lot of them are standouts. So next we'll do the metallic red shade, which is called And What? And if any of you watch RuPaul's Drag Race, you know what that is referencing. If anybody wants to discuss Drag Race with me, please let me know. I love Drag Race. So this is the metallic red. Oh, so smooth, so buttery. It's so good. It's more those ones where it's not like a full-on frost. It has a shimmer to it, so it's hard to see unless it's in the light. There it is. You can see the shimmer there. Gorgeous. I'm very, very impressed with how the reds were done. Next is probably, this is my standout metallic colour from the palette. So this is the metallic orange. You don't see a metallic orange very often, and it has a bronzeness to it as well. But that's what it looks like on the finger. And of course, you still get tons left on the finger as well, which shows you you're going to get a lot of use out of these. So let's do the metallic orange. This is called Orange Juice. Oh, shakes me to my core every time I swatch that. It's beautiful. Let's do the matte blue. This is Soaked. So this is a true neon pastel blue. I absolutely love this one. I was very impressed with how this swatched as well. Oops. And see, one swipe coverage straight away, but of course you can go back on if you want. Oops. Build that shit up. And it blends out beautiful. I'm just so impressed. Look at the metallic orange.
Nice.
Shake me to my core. Look at the mattes as well.
They are impressive.
The red is so impressive. I couldn't get over the red.
Yeah, but what will it be like on the eye? You know, it's not always something in swatch crap can't be good on the eye and vice versa. Like.
Well, a lot of these are pressed pigments, so you have to do it a certain way. Like you have to pack the colour on first and then blend and feather it out. But I feel like you get the best eyeshadow application doing that anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that. Whereas the ones which are true eyeshadows, you can just swoosh them across the eye if you want. But Anastasia's are like that. I've got to build them in place and then blend them out. Which I think is what the red would need, you know what I mean? Like build it up, blend it out. But that's fine with me. But I still can't get over that though. And that metallic orange, I think that's like the most standout colour. Wait till you see the metallic yellow. What will we do next? I think we'll do the metallic pink next, guys. This is called Cotton Candy. Of course, I'm showing you all the shimmers, but this is another one of the standout shades because I've never had a metallic pink that is a true pink metallic. It's always like a goldy pink, but it's never like a true pink. So let's...
Chrome. What's it called? Chrome. What's the word I'm looking for? No, it's monochrome.
Yeah, it's never like a true pink like that. That's the kind of metallic pink I want. Like a true, like blinging metallic pink. Let's do the metallic yellow.
It was FUCK one there, but
yeah,
it wasn't one of the best to blend out.
That was FUCK.
I just still loved it.
Yeah, you've got to like take care with them sometimes because they can bold sometimes. You've got to be careful.
Orange in the middle. It was bright eyes.
Yeah, she had cotton bubblegum in the middle. Beautiful. Next we'll do Lemon Drop, which is the metallic yellow shade. So this is quite a crumbly one, and the last pink one I swatched was as well. So you're not getting a ton of fallout in the pan, thankfully, but I think these are the ones that will fall out on your eyes, so you should probably wet the brush if you're going to use these. But for the colour payoff, I'm not really that bothered about that because I do my eyeshadow first anyway. So let's do Lemon Drop. Look at that. Isn't that insane? Like, it's more gold than anything.
Yeah, it is gold.
But it is a true yellow metallic. Like, it is. You can see the yellow base, you know what I mean?
It is what it says it is.
Yeah, it's not one of those, like... I tell you what else I was impressed with. Guys and Mother. The metallic purple I thought was lovely as well. I'll show you that now. And most metallic purples are a bit weak, but this one was really pretty. My rag completely destroyed.
Rag?
Yeah, this is my rag. Right. What do we do next? I think we'll do the metallic purple next, guys, which is Bite Me. Only one more colour after this then. I'm doing like a greatest hits. I'm not doing every single colour. I'm just doing 3 or 4 from every row. So this is the metallic colour Bite Me. This is a metallic purple. So let's do that one. We'll have to do it with my hand. As you can see, a beautiful true colour royal purple. Absolutely loves it.
Royal purple, it's royal blue.
It's purple now.
Yeah, I know, there's no colour of royal purple.
Yeah, there is.
Is there?
Yeah. That's royal purple.
How don't I know that?
One of his lipsticks is royal purple.
Royal blue, people say.
There is a royal blue, yeah. There's also a royal purple too.
In Jeffree and Jake world.
Yeah, maybe. And the last shade we'll do, guys. Oh, get this, man. One of the shades is Cherry Wet. It's the lippy made into a shade. It's like a really interesting pinky red colour, and we'll swatch that one last.
That'd be interesting through the crease with on the end with the cherry lip.
And as you can see, swatch is beautiful.
That's it.
On the top. Obviously fell out a bit into the other one, but you know. It's hand swatches, what do you expect? Well, there's all my greatest swatches. As you can see, they're definitely not playing around with the formula. They blend out on the ends really nice. You get a really nice pack of colour as well. You can pack them on really, really nice. And to say it in one word, 3 words, very, very impressed. But of course, we can't say for sure until they're actually on the eyes. And of course, I've got a very fun look planned with this palette, so can't wait to do that. So I'm gonna go take all these swatches off my hands and I'll see you in a minute. And I'm back. The hand and arm is sopping, but they're dry, thank God. So if all of you have been wondering throughout this whole video, what is that on his lips? That is a beautiful colour. Well, let me tell you. I bought one of the lipsticks from the collection, the Velour Liquid lipsticks. You know, best lippies on the market in my opinion. Absolutely love them. My mother agrees.
Yes, I got about 5 now, right?
Yeah, she got almost as many as me. I think I got 6 and she got 5, something like that. My nan tried this on the other day, and even though she wasn't crazy about the colour on her, we loved it. We thought it looked stunning. She's just not used to wearing a lot of colour. She loved the application and she liked the formula of it a lot as well. Because I asked her and she said she loved how it felt on the lips. So, if that's all the opinions you need to know that these are definitely worth the money. I still don't think 16 is like the worst thing ever for a lipstick, but of course, if you're only buying palettes for like 10 and 11, then of course it is going to be an investment regardless. I can't judge your guys' situation, so of course, make of that what you will. But if you are looking for to splurge a little bit, a couple of these, highly recommend, because they stay in place and they're just beautiful, beautiful colours. Like, you don't even need to line with most of them, provided they're not dark, because... No, because it almost lines for you. Yeah, I didn't line with Cherry Wet either. Because the applicator is so cool. Like, it's a crab claw shape, and it actually hugs the lip as you apply it. And when you turn it this way to the really thin end, you can then fill the bottom of the lip line. So, this is shade Fully Nude, and this was the only one from the collection I got. I did really like the red shade as well, but I decided against getting another lippy for now. And I've got a couple of reds, so I was like, well, let's stop there for now. I do want to get one of his reds in future, because I don't have any of his true red colours. I only have Cherry Wet. Yeah, but that's a pink red. It's not like red rum. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the one I'd get, I think, red rum, because that's like the true, like, blue toned red. Not so bright, like. What was I gonna say? But the other colours didn't really catch me. Like, I wasn't into the metallic bronze colour. The green, definitely not. Like,
they're gorgeous. We love them, don't we? Just not for us. Like.
Yeah, exactly. I did really like the pink colour, especially when Nikki Tutorial swatched it. But I can't see myself in a Barbie pink lippy, so I'm just like, no, thank you. I loved it on her though. It wasn't like, it was shocking, but it wasn't like too pastel, which I liked.
I didn't like it. I loved it on. It looked great, but I didn't like it. Do you remember?
No, I liked it. I did. Wouldn't like it on me though. And what was the other colour? There was one other one too. Oh, the purple. I did really like the purple, actually. And because it was a light purpley colour, definitely something I could play with. But I think it's more something I'd put on as liner, to be honest, than an actual lippy. I'm not one for a purple lippy, because normally I find that they bold on my lips quite a lot, because I have dry and cracked lips, even though I do take really good care of them. So, but yeah, love the lipstick. I'll do a swatch on my hand for you as well, even though it is on my lips currently. Because I am a stingy bitch when it comes to showing product. Yeah, this does translate quite differently on different skin tones, because my nan has quite a darker complexion than me and my mother, and it was a lot lighter on her, which of course, as you'd expect, it was more peach on her, and it is called Peachy Nude. That is what it says on the website, but it doesn't look peach on us. I would say, right, that this is a liquid version of MAC's Velvet Teddy. I think it's really, really close, but I do think it's nicer than that, and it's more fully pigmented and fully opaque than that is. And so yeah, that's the lippy, and to go with it I got a nice new lip scrub. I really, really like the chartreuse packaging from this collection. It's more plain than the previous ones, where there's not like tons of glitter all over the packaging, but of course we can't do that every time, otherwise it's going to be been there, done that, so we got to do something different, haven't we? I went with Lemon Sucker, or Lemon Lollipop, if none of you know what sucker means in the American context. But these are different coloured.
Hey sucker, what the hell's going to you? That's a one song.
Is it?
Hey sucker!
Copyright!
Young Guns.
Smells so good. This tastes exactly like sherbet lemon sugar. Like, it's delicious.
Sherbet lemon sugar.
Yeah, like sherbet lemon flavoured sugar. It is really good. I do highly recommend the lip scrubs, actually. You get a really, really big size. I don't know if it says on there how much you get. I think it's like 12 or 15 grams, something like that. I can't really remember. I threw the box away, sadly. But you get a lot of product. They're lovely and moisturising. You can eat them. They are really, really tasty as well. The other one I had, which was salted caramel, love that one, but I actually think I like this one more. I think I prefer the more citrusy kind of flavour than that one. I was also gonna get pineapple juice in place of this, but I decided in this one in the end. But when pineapple juice comes back in stock and I run low on this, I will probably get that one, because I love the flavour of pineapple. So, but not on pizza. And that's all I'm going to say on that. And last but not least, this, I suppose the palette was the Pierre de Resistance, but I think this is also a Pierre de Resistance kind of product, isn't it? So I've been gagging for one of his makeup travel bags for so long, because I think they're so stylish, they're so snazzy, there's loads of little textures with all the Jeffree Star stars all over and stuff. And I went to get the rose gold one last year in the Alien collection, and I just didn't have the funds at the time, and then I didn't like the ones in the collection after, like the colours, they didn't really speak to me as much. So I was like, oh, I'll wait out on it for now. And I just sort of gave up on getting one of the makeup bags. But I saw this one for the Jawbreaker collection with the Jawbreaker print. There's your spoiler. And I had to get it. This is not a cheap product, but oh my God, is it lush. So this is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics makeup travel bag. It's a really, really good size. I could get everything I'd need to get in here to take with me on holiday. Jawbreaker fits in this. It's a very tight fit though. You've got to really push it down. But everything else I use, all my face products, all of like my Anastasia Soft Glam, I take that everywhere I go. All of that would go in here, no problem. I'll show you the compartments on the inside in a minute, but I want to show you the print on the outside. It's the stunning Barbie bubblegum pink with all the Lush Jawbreaker. I love this. I've always loved this kind of design. I think I've always loved shirts to look like this, haven't I? Like paint splattered on a canvas kind of thing. I've always thought it was really abstract, but really, really cool. And you get the 2 zips in the front, which are metal as well, and all of them had plastic covering on them as well. So I was very impressed with how it was packaged, but I expect no less from Jeffree Star, to be fair. And they're gold with the pink detailing. You also get a really nice Jeffree Star Cosmetics metallic hollow logo in the front. And then let's open him. The zips are also really, really easy as well. Like they don't catch or nothing like that, which definitely can easily happen with things like this. But thankfully there's enough gap between the material and the zipper for it to not do that. So here's what it's like on the inside. You get a really nice component here, which is actually considerably deep. You can get all your lippies and things in here, like no problem. Oops, shove it in, doesn't really matter. I'd probably put brushes in here because it's quite long. And also this zip has a cover on it as well. There's 2 little compartments here. This is probably where I'd put lippies. That's what me and my mother decided anyway. And it's beautiful and deep on the inside as well. No other special compartments, but I love how the pink detailing is all the way through it. It definitely screams Jeffree, we'll say that. And it was £30, and while that is very expensive, I was very, very impressed with it. So I definitely don't regret any of those purchases. So that's it, guys. I really, really hope you enjoyed this video, and this is the end of part 1. Get ready for part 2, saddle up, get every one of your snacks and drinks ready, because it's going to be a long one, and we're going to do a full glam face using the Jawbreaker palette. Really, really hope you enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see from me in the future. Give the bell a ring to let me know if I'm doing a good job, and I love you all so much. Bye, guys.